do still have goals. That's why I didn't want to make any silly statements about retiring out of Test cricket or anything like that. Like I told you guys, I needed a bit of time away from the game. I need some more. And therefore, I made myself unavailable for the New Zealand series. But to add to that, which I didn't mention yesterday, is also the England series and the Bangladesh series after that. I'm hoping to make a comeback with the Titans towards the end of the year in preparation for the series at the end of the year against India and followed by Australia. And that's the plan. I'm not committing to it, but I'm hoping to make a comeback there in Test cricket. Yeah, it's not an easy decision, that's for sure. And I'm just not ready. That's the best way I can put it. Like I said, priorities have changed over the years. I've played for 12 odd years now. Family has changed. My roles in the team have changed over the years. And there's a lot of things that play a role in this decision. But like I said, I wouldn't like to think it's the end. I'd still like to make that comeback. Finish on our hopefully somehow have a say in us getting that #1 ranking, which we deserve over the last few months, the way we've played. And yeah, so it's definitely not the end of the story. But the England series wasn't easy. And also, like I said, no disrespect to New Zealand, it was always a great tour to go on. And even Bangladesh have proved their point over the last while. So it's definitely got absolutely nothing to do with that. I need more time to get myself ready, hopefully, for that end of the year series and the Australian series. And we'll see where we go from there. It's not like I'm going to walk back into the team, and it's very important for you guys to note that I am very prepared to make a comeback at the Titans, score my runs, prove a point that I'm still good enough to make the Test side. But we'll talk about that when we get there towards the end of the year. It's a long way away, and it's really difficult to make any calls. I think you guys have picked up over the last while where my mental state of mind is, or my state of mind is with that physically, mentally, with family, travelling days away from home, etc., etc., etc. That I can't commit any further than that. My dream plan is to come back for 8 Test matches, and that's all I can say for now. You know, my focus is on the 2019 World Cup. If I feel physically incapable of making it after those 2 Test series, I'll obviously call it a day then. But we'll make that call once we get there. I can't decide now. I'm going to feel in what is it, 12 months' time. Look, there's a lot of reasons why all of us wouldn't like to say no to IPL. I'm definitely not committing to anything else at the moment. You won't see me at Big Bash. You won't see me in any county game for that matter, or any other T20 tournament around the world, except for playing for South Africa and the IPL. So yeah, I'd like to say that I'm very committed to South African cricket still. It feels pretty good. I'm still aware of it. Look, the surgery happened 3 months ago, and specialists did say I will still be aware of it. So it's nothing new or different to what he said is going to happen. I can hit all my shots with the same kind of power that I used to hit them. There is 1 or 2 shots that I feel it a little bit more than the others, and I'm not going to tell Sri Lanka before we play against them which ones it is or are. But generally feel very confident at the weekend. I've been hitting the ball really well with my couple of net sessions I've had before the December holiday, and also now the 1 wrist during the Test match. And I'm very excited to get going again. Absolutely, I'm very nervous. I'm always nervous before cricket games, whether I'm in good form or not. But this one, after a break like this, obviously you'd like to prove that you can still play the game and you can still hit the ball well. So I know there'll be a lot of eyes on me, and I'd obviously like to prove that I can still play, you know. So there's definitely a bit of added pressure, but that's part of the game. I've always played under pressure. It never disappears. It's just that maybe a different kind of pressure this time around, and I'm very motivated to go and do well for, firstly Sunday, but then for my country.